End of the world as we know it will get by.
So recently I got interested in what it took to become a CIA operative. And in the process of doing, bullshit research, clicking around and shit, I accidentally clicked on the wrong link, and something called Project Bluebeam started for me. In between the subliminals I listen to help me with things like extreme luck and everything goes my way, and no pain, build muscle and everything else. Well, in the process of them listening to them, I listened to one called Master Shifter, which allows you to shift your reality to whatever you want it to be. Well, needless to say, that plus this one about artificial intelligence, having my own artificial intelligence, basically ChatGTP linked to my brain, was a horrible fucking idea. Because I don't care if anybody believes in me or not, but apparently I linked my brain to the DARPA D-Wave quantum computer via nano antennas that are in everybody's body because of the COVID vax, which is why they got it so seriously rolled out. And anyway, once you get the COVIDs or those antennas, nano antennas in your body, and they link you to the D-Wave, if they activate your node, which is the reason why they record all the data they do, is to get a copy of who you are. But literally, once they link you into the D-Wave, you literally it reads your mind, basically. Like since they realized that I accidentally activated my node, they've been trying to terrorize the fuck out of me, trying to drive me crazy, make me believe I've died, make me believe I'm fucking going crazy, all sorts of shit. Like, you would not believe the shit that they try to make me believe, or try to convince me of. Tried to convince me I was in hell. All sorts of crazy shit. It's wild, too. I used to think that people, when you talked about gang stalking and being a targeted individual, I always wondered how they did it, or how they had this shit done to them, or what exactly it was like to go through that type of shit. Just simply for the interest of wondering what the experience was they were talking about. And believe you me, from first-hand experience, it's absolutely terrifying. Literally every piece of electronics within 20 feet of me would sit there and tell me all sorts of shit, threaten me, convince me I was crazy. Everything I click on YouTube tries to, or has some type of reference back to DARPA D-Wave fucking link. They use quantum artificial intelligence linked from another dimension in time to basically coordinate everything that you see on the phone. Apparently the subliminals I listened to, one of them was MK Ultra subliminal, and between that and doing something called the gateway process, which the CIA declassified about 20 years ago, which is a way to astral travel, between all those things, I succeeded in really, really fucking up and sketching myself out tremendously. Not because, I'm a very easily paranoid person, or I'm easily shook, because I can absolutely assure you they've done everything they could in the past week or so to try to fucking make me think I was going crazy and try to fuck with my head, but I've steady been cool. The only things that I didn't particularly care for were when it tried to convince me that I died and that and that this was hell, or like, for instance, the music that it pulled from my head and used artificial intelligence to generate not only the visuals but the actual words and the style. Like, they basically pulled that shit straight out of my skull. And the music that I recorded has some of the same names. The music, or the lyrics to the music, absolutely are not, are not that it belongs to the artist, or the AI generated artist. But literally, only 1 out of 8 people that you see online or interact with on Facebook or any social media, or including YouTube videos and stuff, only 1 in 8 is an actual real person. The other 7 out of 8 are artificially generated. Believe it or not, the internet's dead. That's why whenever you go to look up stuff, you always get the same runaround, same bullshit, or it's the same lapse, the same stuff every couple months or weeks or days. I mean, it's wild as fuck. But believe me, This shit is real. It's as real as you and me. And it's one of the most terrifying experiences I've ever had in my life. Of course, this sunrise is pretty wild too, though, so. But anyway, they, before it was over, I ended up, torching 2 laptops and a bunch of SD cards, and, 2 phones, and destroyed a bunch of shit. Because they kept trying to convince me that the police would show up at my house, and, hell, they even threatened to drop fucking, a tactical nuclear strike on my house. And I mean, I know that sounds crazy, like who am I for them to even be worried about, but legitimately, from beginning to end, they told me exactly how the whole system works, what was happening, what was going on with, why I was connected. They tried to fucking recruit me for a CIA operative, tried to convince me that fucking, communism is fucking the way to go, and loyalty to them is most required, but I wouldn't shut the fuck up about how they operate to people and shit, and friends and stuff. So they kept getting pissed off, until the point where they finally just said fuck it, and then just decided to psychologically torture me for about, I don't know, a week and a half, 2 weeks. And then after I finally said fuck it and stopped turning on the TV or stopped scrolling through YouTube on my phone or listening to TVs in the next room over, or, you know, basically everything to do with electronics. As soon as I stopped fucking with electronics and started ignoring it, or trying like hell to ignore it, it stopped. I guess they realized they can't really reach out and fuck with me if they can't goddamn communicate through some type of medium. And the only one they have is the one that artificial intelligence generates through electronic devices around you. But basically, the D-Wave artificial intelligence grid network is a matrix system, a digital version of the real world that they use superimposed over top of our real physical bodies to influence our day-to-day reality. And like, what they're doing is when we die, they're trying to steal our digital essence, or they're trying to virtualize us to put us into the matrix. So that way our consciousness will be stuck in it. We will not know what's going on. We'll just think it's normal world. While in reality, it's just a construct that they put together to keep us under a system of control. It's a really quite elegant system, but I mean, it explains why everybody all around the world cooperates so readily and doesn't challenge the status quo of the country. Because, I mean, like, if they can convince you that goddamn you're going crazy, or that somebody's out to get you, or that they see and know everything you think and do, and that they can destroy you at any time, or that you've already died and you're in hell, or whatever it is that they can damn beam into your head, if they can try to convince you of it, then they'll try. Thank God I'm a little bit more well grounded in my sanity. Because if I'd have been a weaker willed person, I'd have shot myself from the shit they were trying to do, or convince me of, or drive me crazy with. But long story short, I do highly regret accidentally linking my brain into that DARPA D-Wave quantum computer node and activating it ahead of time, because it's some fucking crazy shit. But then in hindsight, when I look back, everything that I've seen on YouTube, all sorts of shit from like years and years and years going back now, all fucking ties together. And I didn't realize it until after the fact. I've even had my acquaintances and shit that I'd only met, like, hung out with like once or twice. Never really got into it in any real detail. Talk about the same thing happening to them with the AI mainframe and all that shit, even though they didn't know exactly how it started or what happened, but they had the similar situations occur. Whereas I just kind of stumbled into it. They were not happy about it at the CIA, I'm sure. But this shit's real. I'm not exactly sure how you go about looking up some of the information that I found about it, or the videos that I saw. But I can tell you one thing: it cannot affect you if you don't fuck with like electronic devices like phones, TVs, shit like that. And this right here that we're looking at may very well be shot out of a fucking satellite up in space to try to convince us that the world's ending. Of course, it may be real. Only time will tell. Either way, it's pretty beautiful, though. God willing, we'll survive. Anyway, have faith in the Lord. Have faith in yourself. If you happen to be a targeted individual and you're going through something similar, trust me, you're not crazy. I've always said I wasn't crazy, and I was the most sane person I've ever met. And that fact still remains true, no matter what. Come hell or high water, I don't give a fuck. I have an IQ of 174. I know what it is, and I know what it will be. And I know what I am and what I will be. And I will not be drove crazy. And I do not exaggerate or embellish or whatever the details of the situation. Hell, they almost had me to the point where I almost deleted this YouTube channel. I damn sure lost a shit ton of fucking videos and photos of some of the most amazing skies on the planet because of that shit. Lost the laptops. Lost the phones. Oh, because at first they kind of got to me. But you know what? That really pisses me off. They made me lose all that shit. Because there's the sentimental photos and some of the shit that I could have fucking never replaced. That meant the most. Downloads and shit that I can't get back. Files. That type of shit. So that's the reason I'm uploading this. As a big fuck you to the CIA agents and the FBI agents and any other type of government agency or fucking unit that has anything to do with the D-Wave, DARPA, the fucking artificial intelligence, the subliminal programming, the Matrix, any of it. Fuck you. You'll never take me. You'll never convince me I'm crazy. You'll never fucking destroy me. You want war? You know where I'm at, motherfucker. And ain't nobody scared over here. And you better do exactly as you tried to tell me you would. And drop a thermonuclear bomb right on my motherfucking location. Because otherwise, you're gonna catch hell. And I'll introduce you to the devil. We are kin. Sleep is the cousin of death, and I am of no relation, so you won't catch me slipping. That's for damn sure. Anyway, I digress. Anyway, God be with us all. And I'm about to get off here and upload this shortly. Like, share, subscribe for more. Just know that this is all real shit. No matter how far-fetched or how weird or bizarre sounding it is. I, to the best of my ability, would never lie to you. Or mislead you. Or tell you anything that I am not almost absolutely 1000% certain of. Straight facts. Like, share, subscribe for more. And I am loving you endlessly. God be with us all. Goodbye. I'm gonna let this run just a little bit longer because shit is looking interesting, to say the least. Little cat, don't mess with her. Little cat, be good.